the marathon and the marathon training just got really familiar and comfortable and predictable. And this is none of those things, which is really great. So I did a little bit of trail running in the Swiss Alps when it ran at Western States a bit. And now it's like gearing up for the fall and figuring out what was interesting, what I wanted to do, what I had time to do. And I decided on the Tunnel Hill 50 miler. I don't know much about Tunnel Hill. I know it's a fast course. I know we put on a ton of different races on this weekend. I was telling Garrett at Brooks, like, yeah, it's in Vienna. He was like, oh, cool, maybe I'll make the trip out. And I was like, hold on, Vienna, Illinois. And he was like, oh, probably gonna be busy. So I ran the 50K a couple years ago, set the record, super fun, but very COVID driven. It wasn't like, I've been dying to do this. But I remember having a conversation afterwards, like, oh, maybe 50 miles, maybe 100K. Like, I could see that eventually. That was the first time I was, like, intrigued by it. And then I was talking to my buddy, Charlie Lawrence, who set the 50-mile world record at Tunnel Hill. And he was like, no, this course is cool. You'll really like it. I can get you, like, a free entry, which I was like, okay, well, I'll just lock in the spot. And then I kind of toyed with the idea, but I wasn't ever really committed until the fall. Then I finally started training. No, we're leaving. We're out of here. I think it's just a curiosity about what I can do. You know, I think with the marathon, it was how good can I be? And I feel like I found my limits, and it's just a new way to test myself. I'm gonna do it while I can. I'm kind of in the use it or lose it phase, so I'm gonna use it while I got it. I think it's been tough to really pinpoint the best goal. I think when I started out, it was like, try and get the world record, try and run 6:30s. And that's still there. I just don't know, like I got a couple more weeks to find out if that is still the goal. I think it's exciting to be doing something so different. It's a little scary again. There's nerves, there's some fear, there's the unknown.
Hi, Desi.
How's it going?
Great, how are you? You know, I guess my advice is like just embrace the suck, you know, embrace, you know, the possibilities of, you know, of learning something new and making that really exciting.
So yeah, it's like give and take across the board, like
hey. Yeah.
Comforts, pain, suffering, cooling methods, hunger. Like there's so many pieces to manage. It's great.
It's like doing a balancing. You know, you're on a, you know, stability ball on one foot, and people are throwing things at you. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I think a big part of it is like not having an ego too, because it's when you're starting something new. It's you think about like, oh, I used to be so good at this, or I would like. You know, it was easy doing the last thing, and it's like not comparing and not having ego with it. It's so important. 6:38 pace is the record right now, and that seems like doable, manageable, reasonable. I would put, I guess, there's sweet, campfire, s'mores, and birthday cake, or fruity, and I tend to lean towards the fruit. Lemon Sublime, strawberry banana. This strawberry kiwi's good, and the pineapple's been good. And salted lime. I don't know. That's my take. Retiring from marathon racing is because I'm not fast enough. Not because I don't enjoy it still, or I'm not as competitive. And I'm still a competitor, I think, at heart. So moving up, I feel like there's a chance to be competitive still. But dropping down, I would just realize how much slower I've gotten, which would really break my heart. So I've done most of the block in Charlevoix, Michigan, which is where we are. Live part-time up here, and it's nice. It's quiet. So it's great. Perk of being a pro runner is you kind of get to set your own schedule. I don't think I've set an alarm in years, but wake up when I wake up and have some food, get warmed up, stretched out, and then go for a run. Maybe sauna, maybe take a nap, do a little bit of work on the computer, maybe a second run, and then kill the evening with fishing or just cooking with Ryan or hang out outside watching the lake. Unfortunately, I will not be able to run Tunnel Hill this year. The tough decision kind of went back and forth on it, but ultimately I think the right decision is to pass this year, get healthy, and tackle it at a different time. I guess a month out or so from a 50 miler, was in Chicago, did some traveling, did some events for Brooks out there, then went to a wedding near Bend, Oregon, ran with some great trail runners and friends the morning after the wedding, and took a it was a pretty hard fall. It was one of those ones where you just hit something that's very solid and go straight down. I think I got the very center of my kneecap right on a rock, so it was super stiff and swollen the next couple days. But as I was trying to get back into training, my knee just wasn't feeling good enough. I would have a good solid run and then be irritated for 2 days, and have a good solid run and be irritated for 2 days. So when I went to New York for TCS New York City Marathon, I was on the fence about running with Anthony Ramos. Brooks kind of came up with a partnership. They approached me like, hey, you want to coach this guy? You want to work with him, help him run the marathon? I was like, sure, sounds great.
The men are putting on their armor.
And then I looked him up, and huge deal, was a star in Hamilton, has gone on to be in a ton of movies, and he was fired up and motivated.
I'm grateful for all of y'all, man. This has been one of the most amazing journeys of my life.
I was like, I think I'm just gonna get a GoPro and capture a bunch of content and have a ton of fun, and I'll probably end up doing the whole thing because, one, it's just a cool way to do it. Two, it will be kind of the dagger in the 50 mile. You can't do this and that, so just go out and have fun, and then that puts the 50 mile to rest. You don't have to worry about trying to limp in there and do something. And so, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna end up running this whole thing. I just know it. And so I did. Seeing it through the eyes of someone who has never experienced it, and even me, it was first time moments for me, but starting on the bridge, she's like, yo, this is crazy. I've never seen shit like this before. All these people train like I did. All these people are gonna run this whole thing. This is insanity. As a group, those 4 of us running together, and I don't know that anybody else in the course had as much fun as us. For me, something totally new, and I think the running community is really fun and exciting and cool, but when you're on the tip of the spear, when you're in the elite field, it's just tunnel vision. You don't even realize that these races are a big party. But this is first time that I've been able to really appreciate the community of it. That's sort of what this other side of my career is about, is having more fun and just maybe not being so calculated about everything, which Tunnel Hill was. But when it doesn't happen, it's what's the art of the pivot? How can we go and have a really good time and take the pressure off of this whole thing? Yeah, I would love to do this one thing, and I would love to head to the 50 miler at Tunnel Hill, set a record, put a bow on this fall season, and then move into the next thing. But that's just not reality. And that's also the same thing with okay, we've turned the page on the professional marathon side of my career. Now I'm just going to jump right into trails, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing. I'm still figuring out what the schedule looks like, what excites me, where do I want to spend my time. So all of those things, I guess, are just unclear. And yeah, I think that the way to think about it is a little bit messy.